the Harmony Foundation is Colorado's premier treatment program
that's a good way to
for
start.
drug and alcohol addiction. It's located just outside of Estes Park. They've got a very nice, private, 45-acre mountain campus. It is insurance friendly, so if you might have a problem or you know somebody who does, maybe you should take a look at HarmonyFoundationInc.com.
It's also people friendly.
It's very people friendly. They're very nice people there. All right, NCAA tournament. Biggest upset in your mind over the weekend, and you can look at upset in a number of different ways. What's your biggest upset? And then I want you to tell me who the most impressive player of the tournament is so far for you.
Oh, okay. Get right into it. Most impressive upset was North Carolina State beating Villanova. Villanova was ranked number 2 overall, was a number 1 seed, and I felt like that Villanova, I didn't think Villanova would win the national championship. I don't even have them in my Final Four, but that was a big upset. North Carolina State, let me give you a brief little story here. You know, when I say that, it means it's going to be long and drawn out. During the season, because I think North Carolina State's 22-13, they weren't very good during the regular season in the ACC. They were 2,000-1 on William Hill during the regular season to win the NCAA championship.
Wow.
One man bet $400. Do you think he is pulling for North Carolina State?
That'd be a nice payoff.
But Villanova and their coach, Jay Wright, said, you know, we got to own this. Yeah, you got to own it for a bunch of years because it's been 2008 since Villanova has been able to get past the second round of the NCAA tournament. They missed 20 of their first 28 shots. They had a chance to win it at the end of the game with a three-pointer, and that went offline, and they were beaten by a scrappy bunch of Wolfpack people. Because bunch wouldn't be a
Wolfpack people?
Well, Wolfpack and
Wolves.
bunch.
How about wolves?
It's a Wolfpack.
It's a Wolfpack of people? All right. I'll go with that.
So Villanova is
right.
my your second question. I'm still impressed with Okafor. I mean, Duke is just, you know, the kind of wiping their way through.
Nice touch for a big man, doesn't he?
He's good.
Yeah.
And what I liked in watching him is he is smart enough. He's got basketball smarts where they'd double team him, they'd pull somebody else off, and they'd kind of cover him under the basket. You just flip it out, and they'd get a layup or a nice, easy jump shot on it. So he's got court awareness. He gets his teammates involved. And at one point, I think he was like 11 of 12. We've talked about Bill Walton. He's a guy that at some point in this tournament could go off for 40 points if he wanted to.
He also seems a little shifty because his guys find him underneath the basket uncovered at times. I mean, how many times does he go up for an open layup or an open dunk? So he kind of just slithers through the lane. As big as he is, he just finds a way to find open space in the paint.
So let me ask you, what was the biggest upset for you, and who is the most impressive player that you've seen in the tournament?
I'll start with the team, and I'm going to give it a broader definition here. Nobody thought UCLA should have even been in this tournament, and UCLA is going to the Sweet 16. This is a team that went 1-7 against top 25 ranked teams this year. 1-7. This is a team that went 2-8 on the road. This is a team that finished not really near the top in the Pac-12. Didn't think they should get in, and here they are playing in the Sweet 16. I think that might be the biggest upset. I know UCLA is a brand name, and everybody still thinks about all the success and a storied basketball tradition, et cetera, but they're not very good. Yet here they are in the Sweet 16.
Well, this is it for them. This is as far as they go.
Probably. Yeah. My favorite player, and this goes back to watching him in the Pac-12 tournament against CU. I am so impressed with this Joseph Young kid. A 6'2" point guard, can handle the ball like nobody's business, has a killer crossover, can go to the rack, can shoot it from outside. The Pac-12 Player of the Year, the best player I think in this tournament that nobody really knew about. He had 27 against Oklahoma State, then he scored 30 against Wisconsin.
There's one problem.
They got knocked out.
Hello.
I know.
At least I picked a player that's still in the tournament, has a chance to win the national championship, and you're giving me a guy.
They're not in the tournament because of Joseph Young. He did everything he could. He scored almost half his team's points against Wisconsin yesterday.
I wondered whether or not when he went on that run and had 13 points before halftime in the previous game, and I wondered whether that was making everyone else on his team. And you're right, he's a very impressive player. But I was wondering if the other players are playing on their heels and just kind of saying, okay, you're going to do it. that you take control.
Let him score and clamp down on everybody else?
No, I just felt like they weren't getting involved offensively, and that
gotcha.
was so. Despite his performances in both games, I think that it was causing problems for their offense. That it was very stale as far as I was concerned because they were going, let him do it. I mean, he was the best young since Brigham, and it just was not. It was not working for the rest of the team.
Yeah, I think he played himself.
Their transition game wasn't very good.
I think he might have played himself into a top 10 to 20 pick in the NBA draft.